I recently came across a top post on the Valorant subreddit. In the post, the author writes about how he had to take over a match because his brother had a baby problem. He's a plat player and his brother is bronze 3, and he goes on to state his observations throughout the match. Hi guys, it's Eggwick, and today we're talking about the reasons why it's hard to escape low elo. If you like this vid, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and you can always unsubscribe at any time. Enjoy. So, I've always been a believer that if you're good enough, you'll eventually climb the ranks. However, that doesn't mean that certain ranks don't have their own fair share of problems or challenges. A player in Diamond faces different issues compared to someone, say, stuck in Silver. Some players might have a harder time in Platinum but breeze through Diamond, so it really depends on a case-to-case basis. In my earlier videos, I might have come off a bit harsh on the improvement side of things, but over time, I've come to realize that getting out of low elo is a lot harder than I used to perceive it. And if we look at what the author found in his Reddit post, I'd have to agree with a lot of his points. He lists a bunch of issues like defaults not working, pre-firing or peeking being hard because players don't stay in their usual spots, and teammates not knowing correct plants, which, for all the lineup players out there, makes it very hard to operate. Not only that, but crouch peeking, weird timings, and just odd behavior in general is so common that it devolves into pure madness. As someone who's been to Silver/Gold while playing without a crosshair, I can understand his pain. I've experienced it myself, dealing with clueless teammates and enemies. These guys don't even understand what they're doing at times, so how can you expect me to predict or anticipate their next move? You're trying to pre-fire a common angle, but the man holds a really weird off spot that's supposed to rarely work. Spoiler alert, it does work. What's worse is that it happens a lot. This is why it's also really hard to get out of low elo, because you can't rely on quote-unquote good game sense when the players around you play so unpredictably. It's like they're given two good options, but then decide to choose a random, crappy third one that works out because no one expects it. The problem is, none of this should work, but it does at times, and players feel rewarded by it and repeat it, even if, objectively, it's not that great. When they do repeat it, they'll find out that it brings mixed results and get frustrated. Understandably, this is why a lot of players that climb through low elo just rely on their aim. I mean, you can do it with game sense and all that, but having cracked aim is probably the easiest way. Either that, or you find a stack that actually knows how to play around each other and make good decisions. What's funny is that the author did say that it's best not to think about it too much and just run in and see what happens, which is kind of my philosophy when I play without a crosshair. You just run and gun and catch people off guard and win that way. Although, that's not going to work as you climb, and it's better to build good habits off the get-go. But yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts on the post because I found it pretty interesting, as well as look back at the way I used to view improvement. It's not as black and white as I made it out to be, and I'm pretty sure that there are some cracked players that just need a little push to get out of low elo. Honestly, some of them can probably outduel me aim-wise. Now, I want to know your thoughts. What are your struggles with low elo and how did you deal with them? By the way, if you guys have any comments or suggestions about the topic, I'd love to hear them down below. Also, thank you so much for 119k subscribers. This is Eggwick, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.